Tonight, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 30.
On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
54, check.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 31, Allen. That is caught at the 7. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 31 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and 2, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley Beasley. 56 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Sanders a first down, still going. And he gets this one down to the 24. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down with Moss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Continuing to fight, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to...
To play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On first down, Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. A second broken tackle, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Allen now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they
set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. He hits Beasley right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A second and 11 from the 19.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
They drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will get the lead up to 14.
Makes the score Bills 31, Patriots 17.
So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. And here's Allen on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, it's Moss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side.
And 7.
On second down now, Singletary, and a short gain here down to the 22. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Final score, Bills.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bills, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.